Ha. It says it's live. It's live. Can you hear me, Ronnie?
Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Well,
Cool.
hello, folks. Thank you for joining us today. And it's that Kimberly here. And before I get into our introducing our guest today, we're going to be talking about how we were railroaded by technology and how Ronnie, Anthony, and I overcame it, and we got through it, and it's going to be interesting today. So on top of a little bit of COVID stuff and getting to know Ronnie. So with that, I definitely want to encourage you all to let us know where you're watching from, and also, if you have a question for Ronnie or you have a question for camp, please leave it in the comments and we will get to it. We might be getting to it ASAP today as we might have a moderator on the other end. I'm not quite sure. But so thank you for joining us here on Camps Live today. So with that, hi, Ronnie.
Hi.
Thank you for joining me and for not giving up and figuring out and thank you first off so much.
Wow, thank you. It's been entertaining for sure.
So tell folks a little bit about who you are and where you're from.
My name is Ronnie Anthony. I live in Fort Worth. I've lived in the
Fort Worth.
Yeah, I've lived in the Fort Worth area pretty much my whole life. Grew up here. And I guess I went to North Mesquite High School.
Okay.
But I graduated from Decatur High School. Then I ended up going to the University of North Texas to get my finance degree.
Go Big Green!
Yes. And then I guess right after I graduated college, I got my first job which was at camp.
Okay, wait. You said a finance degree?
Yes, I have a finance degree and I don't use it at all. I'm horrible with numbers.
I highly doubt that if you got your degree, you might have to be somewhat good at it, but
no, I do enjoy it.
Say it again?
I said I do enjoy it, but it's not something like I have a passion for. It's not like I love finance. It's just something kind of just came naturally, I guess, to me.
Hey, I got a marketing degree and no one's ever asked to see my transcripts. And it took me 7 years I did, pay for my college and graduate from Southwest Texas. But, some say I might be using it and some others might say I'm not. But, you did finance. That's a whole other level of OMG, right?
Yes. Yep.
That's so funny. That's awesome though. So you said right out of college, you camp was your first
my first
job.
Yeah.
I don't want to say real job because I'm sure you had other little small, every job is a real job, doesn't matter what it is in my opinion, but how long have you been with camp?
It'll be 11 years in July.
11 years. Did you start as an account manager?
I did not. I actually started the job listing is on Craigslist.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know if you remember, but it was around the time the Craigslist killer was going on. And so my mom was like, "You're not going on that interview. You're not." I'm like, "No, it's fine. They're not going to kill me." But I wish I had a picture of our first building. It was this kind of like rundown warehouse behind a gravel road.
Like you had I remember that office.
Oh my God. So that's what I drove up to on my first my interview, and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, my mom probably may be right. Like this is like how I'm gonna die. The Craigslist killer is real." But I'm actually so thankful that I actually walked in that day and sat down and interviewed with Tim Mathways, because here I am, almost 11 years later, and I love it. I still love my job. I love camp, and I'm so happy I'm here. So.
Shout out to Tim. Has nothing to we're not shouting him out because he might be the boss man over in that neck of the woods, but because he is a good guy. I do have some love for Tim and his beautiful wife, Dawn. Shout out, Dawn. So I would be scared though. I'm proud of you for, not running in the other direction.
Yeah. Yeah, I really wish I had the picture, but I called my mom whenever I pulled up and I was like, Mom, I think you're right. I don't know. So, but
So, on their behalf, Craigslist, yes, the Craigslist killer was real, yes. But at the time, that was, besides the newspaper and other multifamily industry type of job boards, Craigslist was
mhm.
really outside the box for camp. I'm going to give them a kudos to that because that's where you went. It's just it was what it was, unfortunately, along with Craigslist killers and sorts. But
Yes.
I'm good for
Yeah.
you. That's
Thank
awesome.
you. And I
Yes.
think the job listing was, I think, office manager, account receivable, accounts, basically everything to help the office. And so, but just getting my finance degree, and it was a listing for accounts payable and receivable. That's what
Yeah.
made me apply for it. So,
Well, good for you. And so, how long were you in that role? And then, when did you go to whatever the next? If account manager was the next role, how long before did you went to the next role?
I actually just became an account manager last April.
Okay.
So I guess a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, a year this month. So before that is I was in the office manager role. So
Okay.
10 years. Yeah.
Wow. Well, good for you. So, what do you enjoy about? Well, first off, you can tell me what you enjoy about being an account manager. But yeah, tell me about like what do you do as an account manager?
Basically, it's just my job to go out and promote camp, market camp, be in the front lines, go visit management companies, properties, just tell them about camp and what we do, especially the service side of it. We have a service department,
Okay.
which handles like our smaller repairs, things that we can come out and do pretty quickly within maybe like a 2 week time frame. And really promote that, as well as attend all association events, um, be on committees, and just be out there and be the camp.
Well, I know that's where I met you, and we've taken lots. I saw lots of pictures when I came to on your the face on camps the Facebook page, as my boyfriend says it, and I was like, oh, I know her, like at the different association events. So definitely, you do a great job of promoting, being out there at associations events. So hey, Tim, she's doing her job. But two, real fast, let's acknowledge Mr. Alexander. We also have Irma. I don't want to mangle anybody's last name, so I apologize, Irma. But hello, Irma, from Tampa. And then Diane, yay, thank you, Diane. And thank you, Mr. Alexander.
That's my
Saying,
dad.
I know, I didn't want to throw that out there, but since he's like, my beautiful daughter, I was like, ah, thanks, Mr. Alexander. So, thank you all for watching. We appreciate you. So, how has life changed for you during this time of COVID, other than the fact that we have technology issues?
Oh, yes, technology issues all around the board. You and I, and my daughter.
Yeah.
It's definitely an unpredictable time right
Yeah.
now. But I've tried to keep myself busy. I hear like wives are doing this thing where they're creating these honeydew lists for their husbands. Like honeydew this, honeydew that.
Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, I'm gonna create one of those lists. So I created a list. I got it pretty long, and then I realized I don't have a husband, so I'm doing my own honeydew list now. So
Good for
I'm
you. Good for
only
you.
home projects to keep me busy while I'm at home. But and then my daughter doing homeschooling pretty much with her. She's 11. She's in 5th grade.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping by the end of the summer I can have her, pass through all these other grades, be a senior, and then have her moved out by the end of the summer and go off to college. So we'll
That's
see how
awesome.
that works. No,
You'll miss her. You don't
huh?
want her to go to college. You'll miss her.
I will. She's definitely one of my. We're so close. It's definitely just it's me and her. So
Yeah.
we
She's
definitely have a strong connection.
She's beautiful. Yesterday, when we were trying to go live yesterday because this is, we're going live from Camp's Facebook page, and it's a part of my, job, if you will. I'm, a contractor for a camp as well, but I'm helping them and interviewing live broadcasts as a part of some of that help that I'm doing with camp. So she definitely was there to help us as we were getting frustrated with technology. And I was trying not to make you feel nervous because I know that angst feeling about the deadline. We're going live. Oh my gosh. And so I was staying calm so you would stay calm because I could see how your daughter was keeping you calm and not forget she was trying to help. And we were messaging since we're going live from a software that is cloud based, that it's being highly used right now. And when I tell you cloud based, it's like Zoom, but it enables what we're doing enables us to hit we're live on Camp's YouTube page. So for anybody who's watching from over there, shout out. And we're also live on Camp's Facebook page. And then we're going live to my personal LinkedIn, which then I'll share to Camp's page. But the point is there's a lot of people on it, and it's cloud based and we can't do anything about that. What did the response say to the customer service, IM that you sent them? What'd they say?
I think they were asking,
the first thing that they told you, though, they said, sorry, but there might be a.
Yes, that we're experiencing a high call volume or issues. And they didn't even send that message until 30 minutes after I sent the previous message needing help. Or, but I don't know if it was my internet connection. It just wasn't. I didn't have enough bandwidth. I don't know why. I don't know what it is. But I ended up having to drive around. Finally, have a friend that was on the street, and I was like, "Can I please borrow your internet?"
And as you were doing that, I was texting, Shelby and Billy. That's how we got Billy yesterday at 5:30. Yes.
He saved the day once again.
He did. And I appreciate that about, the camp team, that they really rise to the occasion. If that person at camp can't do it, they call someone else within camp and say, we're going to get this done. Because that's my motto. That's my mindset. Well, let's not figure out why we can't do it. Let's figure out how we can get this done. And camp definitely has the same. We're aligned in that for sure. They're definitely about how can we rise to the occasion and just get it done, period. So good for you that you found a friend to take you in today so that we can have strong internet connection.
Absolutely. Very thankful for that.
Because I will give you this, we got on early to test things. You tried 2 different computers. It was working on my end. We could not get, and so at the end of the day, I don't have an IT person anymore, but that's how IT people, they troubleshoot. And people like you and I and other sales people that are just like, gotta move, gotta go. Like we just want it to work, so it does. But that's in this time of COVID, I feel like it, again, because I was trying to be calm for you.
Yes,
because I know what it feels like to be in your position, that we become more patient for the other person. Did you get that sense at all? Like, how was your daughter towards you? I was hoping she'd be on today with you because I thought that was super awesome.
Know. She has a Zoom meeting for her class herself. So she's at home getting ready for that. She really is great support system. She knew I was nervous yesterday, and I'm still a little nervous today, but she even offered to sit next to me or be next to me. Then you had even mentioned that, and so that was perfect. And we got on early. We made sure everything worked, and then we just had those mic issues on my end and the internet connection. But she was definitely supportive. She was here for me, and she calmed me down and said, "It's gonna be okay, Mom," And then with you being so calm and nice and friendly.
As I'm texting, I'm like,
yeah, it's like I had no idea you were behind the scenes. Like, oh my gosh! But so you did great with handling that for me.
Good.
And then also with camp, just them coming through too with Billy and just the family that we have. That we can always come together and be there for one another. it's
Absolutely. One
inspiring.
100%. Well, it's the little things like that, in this time. How are you, because we could talk all day about that, about how awesome we handled that challenge.
Yeah.
But more and more people are going to be having those technology issues because more people are on, period. Like Zoom now has virtual background that they didn't have 6 months ago, or maybe, I don't know how long. I've been using Zoom for 4 months, 2 years. And I pay for a version of Zoom and just realized somebody else had to show me that there was a virtual background to it because I started using this software to go live. So, point being is that we're learning, it's evolving, and the more people using the World Wide Web and the internet, the slower it will become.
Mm-hmm.
So we all just have to be
Yeah.
patient. It's okay. Just
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
how are you supporting, like, since you're not visiting, are you visiting properties? Are you going to jobs? Like, how are you going out now in this time? Like, what are you doing in this time for like the industry, your clients, and camp
I,
differently?
I mean, it's definitely, I'm having to think of different ways to reach customers and clients and potential customers and clients, because I'm not going out right now to properties or management companies. So I'm trying to be creative. I'm trying to think outside the box how we can, reach people. And I'm sending out emails and we're trying to connect with social media and doing this live feed with you, just trying to get out there and promote. But there is a sense of like guilt, like I'm not doing enough. And I know that other people are struggling with that too, like feeling guilty, whether it's work related or feeling guilty as parents, like, and wives, and different ways that they're feeling guilty because this, what we're going through is we had no time to prepare for it, kind of, or train for it. It's just something that just came out of nowhere, and we all had to adjust so quickly. And I think whenever you have to do that, there's times where you freak out, and you do have to learn to calm down and be patient, and everything's going to work out. Because if we live in this this fear of what if this happens, or what if this, then we're going to end up driving ourselves crazy. So I think just really taking a step back and trying to evaluate what I want, the goals that I have, the goals that Camp has for me, and just really executing that, and just knowing that my work ethic, like I'm doing everything that I can, then I can take a step back and not feel so guilty. And that's something I'm learning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely felt that I'm not doing enough, not on the camp side, but on my own personal life side. I feel like my house could be cleaner. All the projects in my closet should be done. And I was talking to a friend of mine over the weekend, and she was feeling the same. And she said, and she said, good that you're telling me this, because now I don't feel so bad about my kitchen not being spotless and my projects in the bathroom and the closet, wherever the honeydew list that she has, that she does for herself, because that's not complete. And we shouldn't be so hard on ourselves, is what it came down to, telling her that, like, I know I'm doing the best that I can. I'm a workaholic already, so I need to pull away. Like, I have to stop myself. But getting back into my routine of doing things for myself, whatever it might be, I need to be okay with. And so that's where I came to the conclusion that, so I'm just telling you, don't beat up on yourself, because you are doing a great job.
Thank you.
You definitely are. Like, Irma, I'd like to point out that Irma, who's on the live with us, said that, I'm going to read quote by quote, "Camp Construction has done a great job keeping their subcontractors busy during this time of this COVID-19 epidemic. You guys are great, and it's a pleasure doing business." That's awesome. Like, that makes my heart warm. It makes me teary-eyed, that camp is, they're stepping up to the challenge. I feel that the apartment industry in general is stepping up to the challenge. I definitely love our industry. I've been in the industry for 15 years. I remember that office that you're talking about.
Yeah.
I remember the day that I debated with Jeff about having a camp Facebook page, and why, it's just, that's a whole other topic that I think Jeff and I could probably, reminisce about. And we were at TAA and debating, because Facebook has been around a long time, and it's been Facebook, and I used to tell the story of Facebook and MySpace started at the same time. If you go watch that movie, that's not really, it's the one with Justin Timberlake.
Okay.
It says in there that they're about 6 months apart, and it because the guys reference MySpace. It's just that Facebook stepped up and opened up their platform to where it's not just college students, So
Right.
I might have been one of the few first people in the apartment industry on the Facebook, as my boyfriend calls it, back in the day. So I was
Yeah.
trying to pull people along to get on the social media, back when nobody was using it, and YouTube was just bought by Google, and they were in the negative. So so it's definitely been a work in progress for all of us, but our industry is evolving. We come together in these times. So I definitely can tell you, kudos to you for, 11 years at camp is pretty awesome.
Yeah. I tell people I'm it's the only thing I can seem to commit to. I'm horrible at relationships. I can't, be committed, but like my work, my job, and my daughter, like those are the two things I've been committed to for the longest, and I'm going to continue because apparently that's the only thing I'm good at.
You're good at a lot of things, honey. I promise you that, and it's a good order. I mean, family, work, friends. Like I get it. Like everybody has their own categories, and to each their own. But I was raised by a single mother, so my heart is warmed by that. My dad was around as well. They were divorced. I always tell people that they didn't love each other, but they loved us. And so, despite them divorcing when I was one, I had both of them around, and both of them, but my mom definitely was stubborn and wanted to do it on her own. So, but she was there always for us. So like, that's a great bond that your daughter, I can promise you, won't ever forget. And times like these where you're Zooming with her and she's helping you, and those are, I think those would be some of the best times that come out of COVID.
Oh, absolutely. The times that we get to spend with our families and stuff, absolutely. Her and I have already spent so much time together, but I mean, I love it. We have so much fun. We're thinking of new activities to do. We're being creative. We're thinking outside the box, and we're entertaining each other almost, but it's something we would never have the opportunity to do if, unfortunately this tragedy happened, but I think there's good that can come out of it. You have to change your perspective and find the good that's come out of it, and not just focus on the bad.
Yeah. Well, Annie Williams, I'm going to read this off to you. Annie Williams says, Ronni is a great example. She represents camp so well. She's an all-star committee member, and I am lucky to call her a friend. Aww. Thank you, Annie. Thank you, Lori, for joining us. That's so sweet. See, so you are doing your job. You're doing enough. You're getting out there. I can't tell you. Can I give you a little suggestion, since you are home and you're looking to find something outside the box, to market camp? Maybe, since you are on Instagram, maybe do little Instagram, or TikTok. If your daughter, I'm sure, can show you TikTok. Do fun, wear some. I loved your camp mask that that we marketed, that we put out. I love that picture. I've used that one. So maybe you do some fun TikTok videos, post those on Instagram and your Facebook wearing camp attire. And send them to your clients. It'll make them laugh. I mean,
I like that.
Yeah, just
my daughter can teach me how.
Yes, tell her, can we duet? Like, we'll follow each other. I want somebody that none of my nieces or nephews will do a duet. It's weird doing, I guess, that with your old aunt that's on TikTok. But if she's down, I'll be down with you, Ronni. We can represent camp well together.
Absolutely. She's been trying to teach me the Renegade for like 2 weeks now.
Which one?
The Renegade.
Yeah. Can she teach me?
Yes.
She's that really one where they go like that, right?
Wait, is that the? I don't know that was.
I don't know.
Close though.
We'll talk about that offline.
Yes.
Another day. Okay. So I do want to thank you so much for joining me. I know there was something that you're passionate about that you wanted to make sure that you mentioned. So what were you the little flyer that you were showing me earlier?
So I just got approval from my boss and the leadership team to go ahead and proceed with this. So I wanted to share it, but just trying to do more and for camp and think of ways to promote camp and to give back. We are going to sell these shirts. I don't know if you can see it. It says essential worker. We're selling them for $25, and all the proceeds is going to go to American Red Cross. And we're calling it Camp Cares campaign.
Awesome. Is there a reason why you chose the Red Cross?
Because we have multiple locations. We were thinking about doing something like local, but because we have multiple locations, we wanted to choose an organization that was nationwide.
Got it. Well, as far as local go, HAA, shout out to HAA, has the Renter Alliance that they just launched. So that might be another organization that, on a local level. We'll talk offline about all that, but that is an awesome, thing for you to be thinking and doing to, raise awareness, raise money to help those that need a little help right now, get us all back on track. So that is a great idea. Super creative.
Thank you.
2 thumbs up.
Thank you.
When we talk about TikTok videos, we'll brainstorm on any others. But also, how can people reach you if they want to connect with you? Outside of this live.
So as far as social media, I'm on LinkedIn, Facebook. What else am I on?
Instagram.
Instagram, but I think that's it. But if they want to get a hold of me, I can provide my work email, cell phone number, anything like that. But social media platforms, those are the main platforms that I'm on.
We'll put all your information in the description that this goes on, all the other platforms that we put it on. So we'll definitely put those links in there. You can shout out your email if you'd like. Ron, what is it? Anthony?
Anthony@campconstruction.com.
Awesome. So if anybody wants to reach Ronni, you know where to reach her. Also on all the social, I'm quite proud. And TikTok soon. We'll get back to you on that one.
Yes. I actually created a TikTok account already, but I don't have anything posted. I created a TikTok account already. I just don't have anything posted. I created it so I can talk to my daughter and make sure she wasn't posting anything bad.
Smart mama. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. We could talk about Snapchat and how people were following their children, and before I explained to them how Snapchat worked, and it was quite interesting. So anyways, whole other conversation for another day. But I do want to make sure people know that there is the HAA Supplier Education Live coming up on June the 5th for all suppliers and especially new members, HAA new members, as well as HAA Expo is now, unfortunately or fortunately, July the 23rd. So it's still going to go on. And then, of course, this is TAA. Today is Thursday. We would normally be at good old TAA, right? I mean, how many TAs have you attended, Ronni?
No, I actually, because I just got into the role as account manager, I went to some of the parties last year for TA.
But how many have you supported the guys? How many times have you supported the guys and, while they were at TAA?
I will have to do a shout out to Shelby for that, because Shelby, I think, works more with the Houston guys for TAA. So, I mean, I do more of like the Apartment Association of Tarrant County and Apartment Association of Greater Dallas. But Shelby's the rock star and helps the guys out at TA.
Well, awesome. Well, tell me about, do you know when, I don't want to put you on the spot, but Tarrant County and AGD's trade shows?
They've been rescheduled, but I don't know the exact date off the top of my head.
That's okay. The only reason I know these was because of last night, Billy and I live, Amanda joined us So she told us, I wrote them down, see, because I wouldn't have remembered either. So, but TAA has been pushed to, it's going to be in Fort Worth, and TA will be September the 2nd through the 4th in Fort Worth. So just so you guys know, we'll also put all those in our descriptions as well.
I have AGD as August 5th.
Awesome. Look at you. August 5th for AGD. Okay. In Tarrant County. That would be AATC, folks, for those that are not in the apartment world.
Yes. And I have
Apartment Speak is what I'd like to call it.
November 19th.
November.
Oh, actually, no, I don't think that.
Annie, wait a minute. Annie Williams. Thank you, Annie Williams. AATC, November 17th. Thank you, Annie Williams. See?
Perfect. Thank you, Annie.
So we have one question that Billy Simons wants to ask for us that are new here. What services does Camp Construction offer?
So Camp Construction, we're a general contractor we specialize in the multifamily industry. And we do pretty much everything from interior to exterior repairs, renovations, capital improvements, roofing, insurance claims.
So all renovations, right? All renovations, and also disaster relief.
Disaster relief, yep.
And what is there something I'm trying to think off that? Thank you, Billy Simons. Yes, they have campconstructionservices.com. I believe it's on their front page. They are renovations and disaster recovery 100%. They and
then we also have the service department, which, like I said earlier, handles the smaller repairs. So anything that we can get out and get done within a 2-week time frame, roof leaks, fence repair, welding. I mean, any type of repair that property needs, we can come out and take care of.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, thank you, Billy Simons, for the question. We appreciate that. And thank you, Ronni. See, it's not so hard, not so bad. If we had cocktails that had been way easier, I think we might have been here, this might have gone over.
I know, we were all ready yesterday. And then I was like, well, we can't drink at 11 o'clock.
No, we cannot.
I mean, some people may.
Yes, but I brought my pretzels, but for the sake of everybody's ears, I didn't want to do that. So there will be no pretzel chomping. Don't worry, folks that have ever, been around me and pretzels or almonds. I won't do that. So, but thank you everyone again so much. Camp Live will be a weekly thing. Even if I have to pull and tug and pull someone's ear for next week. But we are definitely going to be, especially during this time of COVID, having these weekly lives. So please tell us what it is that we can answer for you while we're here. If, leave it in the comments in this, for this episode, in the comments, what you'd like us to talk about maybe next episode or clarify next episode, because we want to definitely do that for you. Camp is here. The team is here to help you in any way possible. And thank you so much, Ronni. I really, really appreciate this. So until next time, do as we do, and that would be Camp Construction. Thanks, guys. Thank you, Ronni. I appreciate you.
Thank you so much. Bye.